Good morning, everyone. Just want to tell someone that God love you this morning. I wake up so early this morning, couldn't sleep, but it has been in my heart to say morning, to tell everyone that God loves us and He keep us here for a purpose. And no matter our circumstances or what we're going through, we should give Him glory, we should give Him honor, we should give Him praise. Wait on the Lord, for He is good. You know, I just want to share with you that God never turned his back on anyone. In 2019, doctors told me I have lupus nephritis. They say that it's the worst lupus I have. You see these scars here? Are these like a rash looking thing? These are called butterfly. These are what the lupus gives. So, not every time that I get it, but for the first thing from 2019, I see it coming back on my skin. But one thing I tell myself is that no matter what ailment or no matter what the situation that I have, no matter what come against me, once God blend me the breath of life and He takes me from the sleep of death, then my worship will forever be on my tongue. I won't worry about my situation. I won't worry about my sickness. I will beat the odds because He promised me life and life abundantly. He said if I drink from His water, I will have everlasting life. So I'm not really looking for the life on this earth though. But for the time that I exist on this earth, in this time, in this season, praises will forever be on my tongue. Sometimes we get up, sometimes we go through life and we see ourselves going through so many things. And we sit and we worry about it. And we punish ourselves many times, saying, why me? Why it had to happen to me? When I was in my early stage of my lupus, the lupus stripped my brain, where I could not remember not even my children and all the things that I love to do. Life was like no meaning to me. I was just existing. But then I used to go to church very often. And I talked to God very often, day and night. And I remember when I asked one of my church brothers, why did this happen to me? And he said, Laverne, sometimes we're not to ask why it happened to us. We were to ask, why not me? You know, and that one thing stick in my head. So I start praying to God now and stop saying, God, why did this happen to me? I started saying, God, why not me? Because He had placed each and every one of us here on this earth to go through life, but we were not going to be on the earth just going and existing and revolving. We have good times and bad times because He give us season for everything. Because in Ecclesiastic, He tell you about the time and the seasons for everything. So He had to be a cross for us, which He didn't deserve to go through. But because of His everlasting love for us, He did it. It's agape love. And so, because of sin, we were bound to go through all kind of unkind things. But sometimes God doesn't let it happen to us. He just allows it to happen to us. And the reason being for sometimes He allows us to go through the process is for us to build a relationship with Him, to commune with Him, to take Him as His word, to honor and exalt Him, to accept Him in our lives. And it's what builds us. Because when we're going through life and there's nothing to bother us, we just live and do whatever we want to do. And sometimes we don't even think about God. And we don't even remember to say, God, thank you. But when we have circumstances, that's when we start remembering. So each of us have a cross to bear. So I like having devotion. I normally have my devotion on my WhatsApp. I still go have it. And I love talking to God because I can remember in my lupus, in the days of my lupus when all things was bad, I had nothing good going on for me. If you saw me then, you would say I was a zombie. I lost my hair. I lost my weight. I had sores on my skin. At one time, I used to read the Bible and read the book of Job because the book of Job was my best friend now because I felt like I was going through the afflictions of Job because it was here goes. Doctor telling me that I have a weird condition that nothing on this earth can fix. They're telling me that I just gonna have to live, and the doctor said to me, I can be here today and by a second I can be gone because I have no immune system. So there's nothing fighting for my body. And then what he says to me is that instead of my immune system guarding me from something out there, it's attacking my organs. So for sometimes I would get really sick. I couldn't go in the sun. I couldn't go in the rain. I couldn't eat certain things. I had pains all over my body. I have butterflies all over my face. My hair, everything was going bad. And, you know, even up to the time where I lost memory and I lost hope and I lost everything, my children, everything that would have caused me to be happy, the enemy takes it from me all. But I'm standing here to tell you that there's nothing that Satan can take from you that God won't give you back in multiple. And I'm a living testimony because here I am, pronounced to be taken by lupus, but still standing above my grave. What have been stolen from me, I have gotten it back in double fold. I always hear the story of how God raised the dead, healed the blind, healed the lady with the issue of blood. One of my anthem songs was, it's Jesus, it's only Jesus, it's only Jesus in my soul. Lord, I have touched the hem of your garment, and your blood has made me whole. And if it wasn't that song that I was singing, it was this one that says, I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting on you, Lord. I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting on you, Lord. And if it wasn't that one, it was one called where it say, whenever that Jesus fix it for you, he knows just what to do. So whenever you pray, let the Lord have his way, and he will fix it for you. Oh, let Jesus fix it for you. He knows just what to do. So whenever you pray, let the Lord have his way, and he will fix it for you. And now I have a new song that I love to sing. It goes like this. In the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise.